What's up, brand builders? Stephen Hurahan here at BrandMasterAcademy.com, and in this video you're going to learn what price segmentation is with a modern brand example. So you can charge different prices to different market segments and stop leaving money on the table. Now, if you're new to the channel and you want to build brands that go beyond the visuals and the logo using strategy, psychology, and creative thinking, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you want to fast track your results, make sure you grab the Pro Brand Strategy Blueprint. It's a free download and the link is in the description. Now, as consumers, we all buy goods and services based on a multitude of factors, including price. Now, consciously or subconsciously, we decide that a given price is worth paying for a product or service, and that's where the transaction takes place. But most of us don't realize that often we get charged not based on the value of the product or service, but based on who we are and what we're prepared to pay. The same business may charge others less for the same solution because of their circumstances or attitudes. And this is price segmentation strategy in action. And in this video, you're going to learn why it's important and how you can use it. So what is price segmentation anyway? Well, it's a strategy used by brands to charge different prices to different market segments for the same or similar products or services. Although the solution of the brand has the potential to serve many different market segments, often the pricing of those solutions disregards some of those market segments. And this means that because of their rigid pricing strategy, they're leaving money on the table and hindering their growth opportunity. Now, pricing segmentation is nothing new, and it's a strategy that's been around for generations. Now, you see this strategy in action in both product and service industries across entertainment, fast food, and even software. Now, Adobe is a creative software company who understands the importance of software adaptation. Any designer knows that when you learn the creative craft, you're using a certain type of software and you're far more likely to continue using that software throughout your professional career if that's the software that you've learned with. And that's why Adobe offers students significantly reduced pricing. They offer an incentive for students to learn their skills using the software and to gain their knowledge and hone their craft using that software because they know they're going to become professionals and they'll have the means to pay full price for their service. Now, value-based pricing is another example of price segmentation, and it's very common within the creative services industry. Now, this strategy involves charging your prices based on the circumstances of your clients. So larger organizations will place a higher value on the work that the creative agency does due to their revenue, their reach, and their potential impact. So the agency will charge higher prices aligned with this value. Now, if you want to dive deeper into the different types of price segmentation that you can use within your strategy, then I have another video coming out. So I'll make sure that I leave a link in the description below when it does. So how do you create price segmentation? Well, the more assumptions you make when it comes to price segmentation, the more likely you are to get it wrong. So to get clarity, to reduce the risk, and to give your price segmentation the best chance for success, there are two core requirements that you need. Now, before we dive into what they are, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and the notification bell will let you know when I have new videos just like this. Step number one, segment your market. So you want to analyze the overall market to understand the groups of people who would want or need your product or service. Now, this broad market should be further segmented once you understand exactly who's in there. And this can be through their resources, their attitudes, their behaviors, or a combination of these elements. For example, a creative services agency may have segments that look like this. The first might be solution-focused funded businesses, and another segment might be survival-focused bootstrap startups. So these two segments represent different businesses with different circumstances and probably different budgets as well. Step number two, detail your segments. So once you've identified the segments of the market that you want to target, you want to drill down beyond the surface so you get to know them a bit better. Their demographics and their psychographics will give you a window into their circumstances and their behaviors, but you want to dive deeper to understand what really makes them tick. Because when you know what they want to achieve, what they want to get to, what kind of goals they want to achieve, what kind of challenges are standing in their way, what kind of emotions they're going through, then you're much better placed to be able to create an offer that bridges that gap. And step number 3, define your offers. With such a detailed understanding of your market segments, you're now ready to define what your offer is going to be. Now, ultimately here, the solution that you offer won't change too much, and the messaging should still speak to the same outcome. But the difference will be in identifying the segment and matching an offer to meet that segment. Now here, again, using the creative services agency example, then you would likely have a core service offering that will provide your clients certain deliverables, from a brand identity to a website. But in segmenting the market, you're not really changing the core offer that you're putting out there. You're really just adjusting the core offer to meet the needs of specific clients. So for the survival-focused bootstrapped startup, the agency might strip away some non-essentials such as a style guide or e-commerce or copywriting or supporting graphics, etc. For the solution-focused funded business, they might add some elements. They might add strategy or face-to-face workshops or photography or follow-up consultations, etc. In both cases, they're still providing the core service. They're simply adjusting the offer around it. Now, without a doubt, pricing is one of the most important considerations for any brand. You may only want to target a narrow audience, and therefore you might enforce a rigid pricing structure, or you may decide that you want to take advantage of multiple segments within your market and increase your overall market share. Either way, your pricing strategy is one of the most important and influential decision-making factors that your audience will consider, so you should consider it too. If you want to learn more about branding psychology, why people buy, and how to influence them, then this video will help you out. Until next time, Brand Like a Master, and I'll see you in the next video.